la ciencia.
Ame la ciencia.
What's up, chat? I'm not supposed to have on this window yet. That's a surprise. That's a surprise. Uh-oh. Bam! There you go. Sorry about that, chat. Hold on. Let me put this in locals. Let everybody know I'm on locals. Local. All right. I want you guys to know that even though I don't tell you I love you, my action shows that I do love you. Because you know what? My husband said, you got a choice because there's another set of storm coming this way, right? All right. What just went down earlier was just a little teaser. So I said, I got time to do a little short stream. Okay. And so he said, all right, you got a choice. You can't do the stream and go to the gym because you're going to get caught in that weather. So you're going to have to make a choice. You either do the stream or you go to the gym. You got I was given a choice, chat. Hold on. I was given a choice. I was like, those options suck. He said, them are the rules. And I sat there and I was like, Jim or my taters? Jim or my taters? All right. I'm going to go to the stream, come back home. No gym. You know how that's going to hurt my soul. But I told you. Congratulations there, Chad. I picked you. I picked you. I picked you. I picked you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I picked you. I picked you. So, I was like, dude, oh my God. Okay, so that's up. Everything up. Stream elements, stream labs. All right, we are doing good. All right, now I got my chat on my website pulled up. I have the chat. Oh, I don't have Kick. Can I say I'm very proud that Kick, the owners of Kick, are getting rid of the PDF files, and he's disrespecting idiots who are harassing underage girls. So there was a situation that went down where you had, no, not that one, where you had a streamer harassing a 12-year-old girl. Now, I gotta admit too, what are they doing over there in Norway? Jeez Louise, that girl did not look 12. She didn't look adult-like either, but she didn't look 12. She looked like she was 15 max. Anyway, somebody told the didn't do, hey, she's 12 years old. Oh man, you lying. Turn out she is, because she rejected him. Let me see. Actually, it's on JSTLK's. Hold on. Let me just show you how nasty. And thank God this young lady has a very good father. Okay. Named Knut. Huge. I don't know why anybody would want to mess with him, right? JSTLK. All right. Let's see if it's here. What in the world? Hi, have you ever considered the black people and the fetuses aren't developmentally the same thing? Leave it up to the states was also a pro-slavery argument in the 1850s. While we're comparing abortion to slavery, we should note that they should share the same property rights argument. It's not human. It belongs to me. I can do with it what I want. If you are pro-abortion in 2024, you would have been pro-slavery in 1860. I hate this heifer, but good take. Good take. Here we go. So, look at this. Watch this. Now, do believe this big loaf got banned. But I don't know if he's banned off the platform or he's suspended. I'm not sure. Hold on a second. Him right here. And I think she's a 12-year-old.
Hi.
Think so?
What's good with y'all? We're looking for a two-man.
Looking for what?
We're looking for a two-man.
What is that?
Like two women. That's like,
2 women?
yeah.
Oh,
Like down to be our girlfriends.
anyways, nice to meet you.
Now, when I tell y'all about nice women, by the way, please check it. I'm going to do my best. Even if I got to skip or maybe I'd rather skip sleep than skip gym. We did a podcast. I'm going to do my best to upload it this week called Are Women Too Nice? The answer is yes. And by the way, we had a lot of, thank you, Patty, for the $2, girl. And the laughing, loving kitty cat. I think that's what that is. Okay. So we can't see what you see. You see it? Wait a minute. Y'all can't see. Wait a minute. Y'all can see it, right? All we see is the secret room. You see the secret room because I stopped the video, dum-dum. Okay? The reason why you see the secret room is because the video I was playing, I stopped it. No, that's all you ever saw? Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. Oh, you're right. My bad. My apologies. I yelled at you guys for nothing. Okay, hold on a second. Why is it stuck? Hold on. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for, no, I'm not sorry for calling you dum-dums, but I'm sorry for yelling at you. My apologies. Okay. Hold on. Watch this. Okay. All right, here we go. So you see her. This is the 12-year-old. I know she doesn't look 12, right? It doesn't matter. These men are predators from, and I'm so proud of the CEO, Eddie, taking a stance and finally putting an end to these predatory men who think that they can just, you know, prey on women, right? And what it is that these are the men who don't know how to take no for an answer. So it's a good, I'm glad he got, like I said, I don't know if he's permabanned, but he's not live right now. So that's the only thing I don't know. I know he's not on the platform right now. Okay. So he got kicked off the platform. How long is he kicked off the platform? I don't know. But okay, I want you to watch this, right? Watch the dynamics here.
Hi.
Think so?
Hi. We're looking for a two-man.
Looking for what?
We're looking for a two-man.
What's that?
Like two women. That's like,
2 women?
yeah. Like down to be our girlfriends.
Oh, anyways, nice to meet you.
Okay, cringe. You got this big unga bunga walking up to 2 women minding their business, 2 girls minding their business, talking about something. We looking for 2 men. You got 2 guys, okay? All right, Pookie and Ray Ray are streaming these girls who are minding their business. They come up there with this lame line. We're looking for 2 men. And she was like, what? Oh, we're looking for 2 girls who want to be our girlfriends. Like seriously, what do you expect a girl who's 12 years old and a legally aged adult woman to say to something like that? Do you expect them to go, oh, yes, I'll do that? Nikki, no one's going to say yes to that. No one. However, here's the deal, okay? Now we go into the whole women are too nice. I want you to know, and I need my white sisters to take notes, that these 2 unga bungas would have never walked up to no Latina or no black woman with some lame ass line like that. Okay? No, they would have never done it. They would have never done it. Okay? Asian women and white women are soft targets to these guys. Because you don't know how to cuss people out. You don't know how to tell them to get the F off your face. You don't know how to teach people in a stern way. And I'm going to need you to learn how to do this, okay? When you're out in public like this, you're safe, okay? But these women, like a lot of women, are non-confrontational. I'm very confrontational. But these men came up to these women, gave them this lame line, and the women said, okay, let's go. Thank you, bye. So they walk away. Now, guys, I want you to know something. Take the L. Take the L. When a woman rejects you like that, it's really hard for me to explain a rejection that's playful and a rejection that's a hard no. That's like a hell no. All right? And when a woman literally turns her back on you after she gives you this messed up look like that was a lame line and she says, okay, bye, or whatever she said, okay, we're going to go, or whatever. That's an L. She's not interested. They are literally walking away from you, as you can see at the top right, top left. But do you think Tweedledee and Tweedledum would have taken that L? No, they're in front of their fans, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want to appear like losers, although they are. So check this out.
Damn, what type of setup is this?
That's a good setup, bro. Ronin, all that, bro.
Oh, you got another one. Well, I don't know who this is. So you got 3 black men. You got 3 black men live streaming these girls, these 2 girls. You have to ask yourself, how do they feel right now? Does this feel safe to them? Do they feel like, oh wow, this is a nice? So they feel pressure when you got this right here, Kunta here, okay? You got Pookie and Ray Ray behind them. They all got their cameras out. You have to ask yourself, how do they feel right now, being surrounded by these guys?
Filming a movie, bro.
What y'all filming? Hey, that shit. Hey, this is a crazy ass setup.
Thank you.
What do you stream on? Twitch?
Okay, looks like that's. I think they're saying that's their camera.
Yep.
Hold on. Joseph, thank you so much for gifting Savage Sweetheart. Gifted sub, Savage Sweetheart. You got a gifted sub. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think. Hold on. Let me see.
We on Kick, man.
You gotta go up there.
You said Twitch is better. Tell me why. Tell me 5 reasons. Tell me 5 reasons why. Tell me 5 reasons. 5 reasons. You said what? Are you cock blocking, nigga?
Man, we're like,
Nigga, cock blocking, nigga on God, nigga.
she's 12. But you know
Nigga,
they bad.
she's not 12, nigga. This nigga capping, nigga. You just gonna cap like that, nigga. It's 12.
Bro,
You're filming a 12.
He literally. Okay, so he's telling her. He's telling him she's 12 years old. She's 12 years like she's 12. Stop hitting on a 12-year-old.
12-year-old and it's fucking 18 p.m. It's 10
what you
p.m.
talking?
It's 10 p.m.
Okay, he says her daddy is here. Her daddy. He said, would you like to see her father? Would you like to see who her father is? I'm gonna show you her father. This is her father. That's the daddy. Ooh, I got a super chat. Okay. That's the daddy. That's the daddy, y'all. That's the daddy. So he says, do you know who her daddy is? Her dad is Canute. Now, because these 2 lames don't know anything about Twitch culture, right? Telling them that, you know, telling them that, hey, she has a dad. Okay. Unlike you, she got a daddy. And her dad is here at the event. Okay. He's from Norway. He doesn't play around with his daughters. So I know telling you this she got a daddy here is, that's foreign to you, but yes, this is her father. So I think he leaves eventually. Hold on a second, let me see. Let me see. He keeps harassing the guy about the girl and still keeps filming her. So they stopped. Wait a minute.
Side quest that just popped up is avoid these two guys. Yeah, that's our current quest. And then oh no, this is not a... Okay, we let them walk a bit further away. Okay, we got our random side
There go
quest that
Canoe
just
right
popped up.
there. There go Canoe. So what happened? Did he just now show up? There go Canoe right there. He just showed up. So they must have left it. They probably like, Dad, you're just spoiling our fun. We're going to walk away from you. So her father just showed up.
Okay, we let them walk a bit further away. Okay, we got our random side quest that just popped up is avoid these two guys. Yeah, that's our current quest. And then oh no, this is not a...
Just blowing up with sexual allegations. What's this about misgiving?
Yeah.
Someone covering that up. Do you believe covering up?
I hope the guys who told me and Canute's daughter she's 12 that they're looking for girlfriends got banned.
One of them asked my 12-year-old daughter to go to the clubs
So there go Canoe.
with her. They are banned now.
That guy isn't even banned. You got someone else banned. DBR is cool. He deserves an apology as this tweet implies he hit on your daughter when it was Big Loaf.
Okay, so they got, but they banned both of them. So I think they got DBR and Big Loaf. Yeah, take a seat. This is so funny. This is one of the case. This is the case of. This is the case of. This is the case of. They all look alike. This is the case of they all look alike. So him and not him. Where's the other one? Him and him. Those two got banned. But they banned this guy first. DBR instead of Big Loaf. And that just goes to show you like two things that should be. Thank you, Joseph, for the $5. Ew, I feel like I'm losing brain cells listening to him. I know, right? I know. So here's the thanks, Joseph. Here's the deal. So you have this guy who don't know how to take rejection. Men, it's kind of hard for me to describe a no versus a no. But until further notice, take all of them the same. Take all of them the same. You know what I'm saying? When a girl is this is like Quasimodo. Quasimodo harassing women who clearly are not into him, clearly not attracted to him. And he's harassing them, saying, "What's wrong with me?" Or, you look like you like some lobster. He's constantly trying to harass these women to go out with them. Like, learn how to take the rejection. Rejection should be easy for you. Let me guess. This was a racisms when these three hoodlums explain in their podcast. What you mean? Where did racism come from? Ain't nobody mentioned anything about race. I don't know what you're talking about, Mad Hatter. Go sit down. Ain't nobody mentioned nothing about race. If anybody mentioned race, I did. But nobody involved in this mentioned anything about race. I said Pookie, Ray, and then I said Kunta. Now, of course, that's all dedicated to a certain race of black men. But the people we're talking about never mentioned anything about racism. And I did. Oh yeah, you know what? And I didn't mention racism. I did bring up race because I said white women and Asian women are easy pick for the didn't do's who feel like they want to harass a woman into submitting to them. Because black women and Latina women wouldn't put up with that. Okay? We don't do that. And when you come up to us with some lame ass lines like, hey, y'all seen two man? Oh, we're looking for two girls to be our girlfriends. Just stupid. Okay? Well, if you're being sarcastic, you need to be obvious. You need to put like a laughing face or a JK or something like that. Okay, so that's what I want y'all to understand. This is one of the things I'm constantly trying to get my white sisters to understand. Like, hey, exactly, Nikki. Okay, we are going to clown you, and we're going to clown you loud. It's going to be clowned loudly. And so there's that. Because, I'm like, what the hell? But they're both banned. I don't know how long. I need to go look into it. I really need to go look into it. Okay. So check this out. I had to get my locks done yesterday, chat. Yes, I had to get my locks done. And since I had to get my locks done, I had to come, we had to do the show at 3:00 instead of 1:00. And when we did it, we had a very nice group of women that showed up. And because we was talking about Darvo, we were talking about nice women finish last. We talked about how men love themselves some 304s. Okay? Men love 304s. They love hoes. Don't ever think so. And I said, women were confused. They was like, I thought they like a nice woman, you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, no. They like you. This is what they do. They keep the nice woman at home, obedient, pregnant, doing all the house chores, cooking all the food, you know what I'm saying, never going nowhere, being tied down with raising the children and doing the chores, right? So he always know where she is while he's out there with a Jezebel, okay? What was the name of that Utut, that Rostitute who was with Jesus? What's her name? It wasn't Mary Magdalene, was it? No. Wait a minute. Yeah, was it? Who was the Pratiti? It was Mary Magdalene? Okay. Jeez. All right. Anyway. So, let me tell you something. These men love themselves some Mary Magdalene, right? While they have the other Mary in the house doing all the dishes, the chores, and raising and cheering. So there's that. So don't, when they say, ain't no man gonna wife up a 3 or 4, yes they will. Yes they will. Ain't no corn on the cob star have a problem getting a husband. Not at all. Not at all. They all have ways of getting husband. Do they stay married? I don't know. Mary Magdalene wasn't an S worker. She was confused for the woman caught in adultery. Hold on. Now, I got an excuse for not remembering this stuff because I'm no longer a Christian. Who was the prostitute? It was Mary Magdalene. They're right. Okay. Mary Magdalene was a woman who, according to the four canonical gospels, traveled with Jesus as one of his followers and was a witness to his crucifixion. Okay, hold on. Oh, uh-oh. The New Testament never identified her as a toot, former or otherwise. Okay. So I was right. So, okay. Wait a minute. Anointed Jesus? What? The portrayal of Marilyn was as a prostitute began in. Okay, look like you both are right. Guys, hold on. It looked like you both are right. It looks like you. Oh, see, this is why I'm not religious. Y'all see that all these contradictions in your daggone religious, like, holy smoke. What's up, colorism queen? Ruth in the Bible was told to wear a tight-fitting dress and sleep with men, but she was a legit toot though. She had a brothel. Hold on, let's read this. The portrayal of Mary Magdalene as a prostitute was beginning in 591 when Pope Gregory the First identified Mary Magdalene, who was introduced in Luke 8:2 was Mary of Bethany, Luke 10:30, and the unnamed sinful woman who anointed Jesus' feet in Luke chapter 7, verse 36 to 50. Hold on. Let me just say this. Do y'all see why I will always say that religion is for men and spirituality is for women? Because the rules don't change when it comes to nature. I don't care how many operations you get. Okay, XY is going to stay XY. All right. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Okay. Water is wet except when it's frozen. And the wind blows. The sun is hot. These are like things that just don't change. And that's the reason why I like spirituality, because it's like you don't have to look up something and say, well, wait a minute. I got some people in the chat saying Mary Magdalene was a toot and was a prostitute, and then I got some of people in the chat saying no, Mary Magdalene was never a prostitute. And now I had to go on Google to find out where all this got started. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? What's our thoughts? Check out the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Hold on, what's that? The Gospel of Mary is an early Christian text discovered in the 1896 in a 5th century papyrus codex written in Sahidic Coptic. The Berean Codex was purchased in blah blah blah. What does say? It says that the Gospel of Mary is about an inter-Christian controversies, the reliability of the disciples' witness, the viability. I'm bored. I'm bored with all this religion. I don't care. You are right about religion. Yeah, thank you, Michael. I am. I don't deal with that, dude. I just listen. One thing I like dealing with spirituality, and I never had to look something up with that. So there's that. Okay. Anyway, so we had a podcast. It was really, really good. Probably the best so far because it hit a lot of women that they wanted to participate to talk about, how they were too nice and them being nice got men to take advantage of them. And like it was so telling, the games that were played on them and how their niceness was used against them every time. And that when you're not nice, and one of the ladies saw the difference herself when she was acting nice, saying she was underappreciated, she was stood up, her boyfriend or her fiance, I'm not sure at the time. I got to listen to her. Her name is Gia. She did a really good Sharice was there too. And so she was talking about how when she was just mean and she even made her man cry, he was just so kind and loving to her. And I was like, yeah, when they know they got you, then they start, doing whatever the hell they want. It's like you never let them know that they got you all the way, And I said, it was so good. When we're like 7 minutes, y'all know how I am about time. I'm like, dude. But really, I just want y'all to know it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to set up. So in actuality, we really didn't go over time because I gotta log into the system with this computer. Then I gotta let everybody else up, and then it goes on from there. So yeah, that's how that works. Males don't respect nice girls. They never respect nice girls, Bella. Okay, not even the nice guys. Not even the nice guys respect nice girls. I like spirituality, but there is a dark and light version. The dark version will have you experiencing sleep paralysis and anxiety. That's a very good statement. Let me touch on that. When it comes to spirituality, the light always exposes the dark, and the light is always on a higher level than the dark. So when you are embracing the light, you never be scared of the dark. So, like for example, when my girl Lily, right, my little assistant Lily, was very bothered by this idiot Gary practicing the dark arts, right? And it bothered her, which made me go, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to her about this, and then she'll see what happens. So he was talking about he's putting a hex on Aiden Ross, and he's gonna put a hex on the manager, and this, that, and the other. And I said, first of all, Lily, men are not allowed to practice these arts. Okay. Even if they come into their femininity, they are only but so powerful. Hence why when I approached Gary and he tried to play that on me, I was like, the son will never rise above the mother. All right. You are powerless towards me. But anyway, I said, men like this who use it the way he does, it will come back unto you tenfold. Said you cannot do stuff like this and not expect it to happen to you, and more happen to you, right? So so when I said watch my words, Lily, this guy is going to have some very, very, very bad things happen to him, and it's going to be public, right? Because I said, you cannot play with the dark arts like that. And what happened? He lost his house. He got kicked. He broke his, oh God, what is that bone? What is the bone? Not the femur. What is the lower leg bone? Is it the tibia? No, the tibia. No, the tibia. No, that's in the arm. Whatever that lower bone in your leg, he literally broke that sucker. He was in the back of the ambulance, right? Oh, it is the tibia. It is called the tibia. Oh, dang, I do know more stuff, right? So he broke that, right? Then guess what? He got his Twitter account that he has had for over 10 years suspended. And I said, I told you, you can't play with that type of magic. Now, does dark spirituality have a place in the world? Absolutely, it does. Believe it or not, you got to have a balance of light and dark. But light always supersedes dark. So if I come to you with light and you come with the darkness, okay, I'm winning. You can't beat me. You can't beat me if I come with the spiritual light. If you're coming in the spiritual dark. Because guess what? What kills darkness? Y'all know this answer. What kills darkness? There you go. The light. What happens is that people will see dark spirituality and they decide that they're going to lower themselves to that level and try to match it with other dark forces or dark energy. Well, it will not work if the person you're playing with is a master of the dark energy, of that dark spirituality, of that dark manifestation. So if that person like lives in the darkness, they love the darkness, and they've been practicing it for years. If you come and say, well, I'm gonna put some voodoo up on you too, it ain't gonna work, baby. It's not gonna work. You are dealing with a master. And unless you too are a master, you're gonna get yourself hurt. But if you are dealing with the light, if you are on a higher level, if you're vibrating on a higher level, okay, I could be an amateur and I still would beat the darkness, because once you have a room that's dark, I killed the darkness by flicking on the light. And I don't even have to have a PhD or a master's to learn how to do that. But when I do know these arts, when I do know how to practice this and then cast the light upon the darkness, they're done for. And one of my favorite, y'all thought that the color purple was just about talking about Celie and Mr. and Suge and all that, and Hoppo and Who That Woman. Y'all missed out. The book even did a little injustice to how back in the day they would still use lightness and darkness, okay? And Suge was more likely in the dark, where Miss Celie was more in the light, right? And then Mr. is practicing in the darkness, but only because Celie let Miss Celie let him keep dealing with the darkness and all the evil things he was doing to her. So once she got her spirit, once she got her self-esteem, it took her long enough. She had to wait until she get in her elder years. You know what I'm saying? And what she do? She put out that magic spit. She put her finger in a cast, and she said, what? No good gonna come to you till you do right by me. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a high frequency spell. Okay? And what happened to Mr. Cows were dying. Okay. He ain't had nobody to take care of had nobody take care of the farm, right? Everything was just going to hell in a basket. And then he got them letters from immigration to verify if Miss Celie's sister is actually an American citizen. And what did he do? Because he knew that Celie loved loved, besides Suge, she loved her sister. And he knew that if he brought her sister and verified her to be here, that will undo the curse. He had to do good by her. So whenever you want to, whenever, if you are practicing this and you ever want to combat the darkness, you can do so, all right? And make them pay for their own evil deeds. So one thing I told Gary, I said, Gary, one thing, and words have power. When Gary said, "Oh, you don't know what I can do," I said, "Baby, you are the son. You are no powerful than the mother. Let that be clear." I said, "But let me tell you something. You have no power, and you damn sure don't have no power over me. I am the muta. I am the mother." I said, "You are powerless, and if you ever try, it will be your destruction." Next thing I know, I got a block. Immediately blocked. I said, "You ain't got no power, baby. I know who I am. I know what's going on. I'm not no rando on Twitter. What you talking about?" So there's that. So that's the thing about spirituality and the darkness and the light. Don't be afraid of the darkness, okay? People use it to put fear in you. And you have to look at it as if anybody's putting fear in you. What is the difference between somebody like Gary saying, "I'm going to put a hex on this person," versus somebody saying, "Ooh, there's a spooky, ooky, icky disease out there. And if you catch it, oh my God, you might die. So you need to get this vaccine. You need to get this mask. You need to get these boosters. You need to stay social distancing." What's the difference between the two? And I said this the last time. Didn't I say this on Sunday? What's the day? Wednesday. Didn't I say this on Sunday? I said, hey, if they can put fear in you, they got you. If you are afraid of someone, something, or whatever, that something, someone, or whatever has power over you. And it's the same thing with you Christians. I don't know how you can be afraid of everything else when even your own Bible said, "Fear not but the Lord." And here y'all are fearing these daggone white coats. Shame on you. The shame. Shame on you. Okay. That shizzle, what's going on? What happened? Hold on. That shizzle, why you ban that guy? Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Carry on. All right. So I'm going to do my best to edit this as soon as possible. But I got to put episode 4 out. But this was so good, guys. And I guess what I'm saying is that this made me so proud because it was like women were literally like had a place to really talk and get help and get a helpful ear and to really like engage in a space that's just for them. Men are men and they do come in. They come in and they listen, but only women are allowed to speak. So it was a good thing. All right, guys. Now, by the way, I let me take a poll. Let me see if I can do it in a. Hold on. Let me see if I can put the. Let me see if I can do that. I want to take a poll about the Ricada. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. Poll. Let's see. Poll. Okay, so the question is, You know what? I don't need to do a poll. It's not that many of y'all today. I can look at the chat. I want all my chats. The Ricada stuff. I was gonna wait until Ricada, if Ricada's trial would be live streamed. I'm definitely covering it. But do you guys want updates on the Ricada case? Press 1 if you do. Press 2 if you don't. Press 3 if you don't care. Okay. All right. Looks like we're gonna be doing. Okay. So I'm gonna start including that. I'm gonna start including some Ricada stuff because I was told that there's some new developments coming up. Hold on. Look, y'all. Look at 50 cents, right? Coming soon. Dude, 50 is crazy. 50 be low, dude. 50 be off the chain, man. Oh my God, I swear. Anyway, let's move on. And what is this here? Oh, that's talking about Mr. Beast. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that right now. So we're going to go ahead and we got to finish up this video, guys, okay? Because we are so behind in other stuff. So let's get down to it and let's hopefully we can finish because I got to be out of here by 9:30. I got to end the stream by 9:30. So good luck.
I understand why people would want to put you in jail for giving your opinions about COVID or Ukraine. Why would they?
Why wouldn't they?
It's insane to me that Andrew thinks he can look a 60-year-old man directly in the eyes and tell him that he's been charged with human trafficking because of his personal opinions on COVID and Ukraine. His opinions on either of those two issues are not in any way groundbreaking, and opinions are not even close to the reason why he went to jail. Andrew got his home raided in April of 2022 because of a report to the Romanian police about the unlawful
that's a little too fast.
Deprivation of liberty involving victim 1 and others, which then led to further investigations into more serious offenses. April of 2022 was months before Andrew even became famous in the summer of 2022, so that fact alone discredits the Matrix narrative 100%.
And by the way, there's no fucking Matrix. Okay, the Matrix is get me this, get me that, hold. Bullshit. Your own words, your own actions is what's putting you where you are.
You would have thought the alpha male self-help guru would actually take some accountability for his own actions, but instead, he just chooses to deflect all of his personal problems onto a group of people that he's too scared to even define publicly.
I don't really want to talk too much in depth about who I think they are, because I'm trying to stay alive and I would never kill myself.
Who's they? Who's the bad guy?
Well, instead of saying who, I will start by saying is what they do.
What is the Matrix?
The Matrix are a bunch of people who could come up with studies from the sky to say anything they...
I don't understand. With anything. What the fuck are you talking about?
I've watched almost every Andrew Tate interview on YouTube, and I still don't know exactly what or who the Matrix are.
Well, now it's been moved, okay? And I always said this. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm never going to stop saying this. When you got to blame all your shortcomings on a group of people or a fictitious stuff here, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, come on. When I grew up, my male cousin would do some of the most foul stuff, right? He would steal. Well, he was smoking crack, but anyway, he would steal. He would break into cars and steal the cars. Okay, he would sit up here and and get down with women for money, and he'll just say, "The devil made me do it." He said, what's going on with me is not really me, it's Satan. Now, even as a little girl, I would say, no, because let me tell you something. I don't even like him to this day. You want to know why? I was saving up some money to get me some new roller skates. And I don't know if y'all, but back when I was growing up, roller skating was the thing, right? And I had these roller skates that had a hole in it, and I always had to put cardboard in it so that my toe doesn't, come out of the daggone thing. So I was saving money because we were poor. We were poor. My father got me those roller skates, okay? And so I was saving money for some new roller skates, and I had a legit piggy bank. So I would put the quarters and the dimes, I would put all the change in the piggy bank, but I would have all the money folded away underneath my pillow, where the fairy godmother is supposed to put the pillow in there, put money in there for your tooth. Anyway, he knew that I hid my money there because, like a big mouth, I told him that, I'm halfway to my goal of getting me some new skates. And next thing I know, that money was gone. And come to find out he was the one that stole it. And then he was high, and I remember approaching him mad, saying, "You took my money. Why you taking?" I was mad. I was crying and everything like that. And he was high and telling myself, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me, Kiki. It was the devil. The devil made me steal your money. But I'm gonna get it back to you, though. I promise. I'm gonna give you back your money and then some." Of course, that never happened. I hated him I hated. Do I hate him? Hate him? No. But I swear to God, and I have CPR training, if he choked on a chicken bone, I would sit there and watch.
The guy is literally fighting against an imaginary enemy. And I gotta give Andrew some credit, the Matrix is the ultimate gaslighting tool. Everything bad that happens to him in life can just be blamed on this inexplicable group, but anything good that happens to him is because of his general excellence in life.
To disagree with me and to step to me in any regard is only to discredit yourself. Because if you cannot acknowledge my supreme abilities and undeniable achievements, then you're nothing but a hater. If you're a hater, you're a little bitch.
And you know what? His technique works on people who are not sure about themselves, on people who have low self-esteem, and on people who wish to follow someone to lead. I know this sounds strange to a lot of you, but I need you to listen to me. There are a lot of people who want someone to save them. There are a lot of people who want someone to lead them. Okay? There are a lot of people who want someone to tell them what to do. I know I know y'all like, what? No, seriously. Seriously, there are people, and when you look at these type of men and women who follow Tate, you'll see like, oh, this is why. Tate gives the aura of authority. He gives the aura of, he gives this false presentation that he's intelligent, that he's gifted, that he knows something you don't know. All right, and the reason why so many people flock to him is because they're like, he's going to save us. He's going to save me. He's going to teach me what I need to do. He's the one. He's literally the Neo in the Matrix. He's going to free us and unplug us and basically save us. And just a bunch of caca, ladies and gentlemen. Free yourself. Stop listening to these people. You should listen to intelligent people that want to give you something to empower you, not to disempower you, not to make them, not to make you a victim, but also not to make you some sheep. There's some people who are just born to be sheep, and those are the people who are never, ever, 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 ever going to stop following Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan with a ain't crap daddy, black daddy, by the way. So, but when you are someone who has a sense of self, and here's a question I want to ask you guys: do you know who you are? And I'm not talking about your name. You don't have to answer in the chat. Okay, this is just a question I'm asking you. I'm asking you: do you know who you are? Do you know yourself to the point where you can have a PhD in you and nobody can teach you about you but you. Do you? This is what you need to ask yourself. Do you know about yourself? Do you know a lot about? Do you know your impulses? Have you ever done something that shocked you? And you're like, wow, I didn't know that about myself. I wonder how I will react in this situation or that situation. You need to master yourself so that nobody else master you instead. Okay? So know yourself. And when they say know thyself, that's an understatement. You need to know yourself better than anyone. Because let me tell you something. If you don't, somebody's going to run across you who's really good at reading people, and they take that gift and they use it against you and for their advancement. And that's not going to feel good, and you're not going to like it. And it's not going to end well.
Positioning himself against this so-called matrix, he's shifting the blame for his own actions onto the undefinable group of people, which allows him to create a narrative where no matter what happens, he's the target of an orchestrated injustice and therefore a victim. And this works because he's actually done an excellent job of positioning himself as a martyr. He's one of the top anti-establishment voices in the entire world. He's positioned himself against PC culture, and one thing that actually helps him in terms of being a martyr is that he actually has been targeted and banned by large social media platforms, which is a classic David versus Goliath story. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's being unfairly targeted in terms of his criminal case. Andrew is not telling some forbidden or secret knowledge that cannot be shared with the general public. He's just really good at gaslighting his fans, which is why before he was arrested, he made sure to predict his arrest and primed his audience to oppose that arrest without critically examining it.
But see, here's the deal. He only predicted that arrest when someone from the police department in Romania tipped him off. They tipped off Georgina. Georgina is the former police officer in Romania. Okay, they tipped her off, and they came to Tate, and that's when he converted to Islam. That's when he's like, "Oh, the Matrix gonna come kill me. It's in threes. First they'll ban you and shut you up, then they'll lock you up, and if that don't work out, then they'll take you out." When you're given the answers, you can easily cheat on the test.
You get 3 lives when you attack powerful people.
I just was saying that. He's about to repeat just what I just said. Hold on.
They first ban you and try and shut you up. Secondly, they'll put you in jail for something you didn't do. And thirdly, they'll kill you. So I've used my first life.
Oh my God, I am so good. I am so tickled by that. I just said this. I said, yeah, he gonna tell y'all about the 3 things that they're gonna do. I just said this. Dude, I'm so good.
Which is kind of upsetting when you know that next is going to be some false charges.
The 2 worst ones.
Yeah, and if you survive the false charges, you just die. Imagine I never told the world 25 times they're going to put me in jail for no reason. Like the second I went to jail for no reason, that helped me a lot. So I'm kind of predicting the future as a shield.
Once again, this is just gaslighting. The real reason why he was able to tell his fans he was going to get put in jail unfairly is because after the April 2022 raid, he knew for a fact that he was being investigated, and he most likely also knew that he's done some shady stuff in the past, which is why he started hinting at the fact that he would get arrested for no reason as a way to counter the inevitable.
Anybody who stands up and speaks loudly up against the Matrix, if you do it too loud, too long, sooner or later they see you as a problem, they want you to go away. And there's 3 stages to that. First, they try and delete you everywhere and cancel you like they've done to me. The second stage is put you in jail for no reason. And the third stage is to kill you.
And by preemptively declaring any future
So
arrest as
true,
baseless,
son
Andrew
dormant,
positioned himself as the victim of a
Nostradamus.
conspiracy rather than a suspect under legitimate scrutiny.
If I was telling men to put a wig on and become a girl, I wouldn't be going through any of this legal trouble. Not a single drop of it.
Yeah, you would. Look, oh Lord of mercy, look at these eyes. This man is inferior. Look at this. Look at this. Does this look like a G? Does this look like a man that women go, oh my God. Hold on. Let's do a comparison. Shall we, chat? Ladies, shall we do a comparison? Hold on a second. Hold on. Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Thank you for all the joy you bring. All right, here we go. Let's do a comparison, chat. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. He going to Valhalla, Miss Midnight. You know what I'm saying? He going to Valhalla. All right. I don't know what this thing going to. Okay. I have no idea. I had no idea. Okay. Jeez Louise, dude. And imagine thinking that this thing right here can make women fall in love with him. How, dude? How? Yeah, his whole life is overcompensating for his looks. His inferior looks. Well, yeah, he is going to jail. That's true.
And by the way, Tristan is not just some innocent bystander in all of this. He is just...
At least Tristan... Okay, I hate Tristan. I hate him to the core. But Tristan is handsome minus the hair loss. Tristan going bald with that butt. And them hair plants, them hair plugs ain't working. So yeah, he's handsome. I don't know what the hell happened to daggone Andrew.
As bad, if not worse, than Andrew.
Don't forget, my girls were making us money too. I was doing the exact same thing, just for the record. I have recruited, I think, although you've worked with a lot, more girls into, I guess, the adult entertainment industry than anyone else. I really have.
I used to think Tristan was the more rational and less hyperbolic version of Andrew, who was just along for the ride, but as usual, I was wrong. This guy is a complete monster. Here's a tweet from his old Twitter account.
On Twitter, just type in "The Talisman Lives." My @ is Lives Talisman. You can find all my opinions there.
And before Tristan was famous, he also used to be very transparent about the fact that he was really...
Hunga punga, me eat with a spoon. Hunga punga. Yeah, hunga punga. Yeah, me eat with spoon. Yeah. Hey, women want me. Oh, hunga punga, hunga punga. I teach men how to look good. Oh, my hunga punga, hunga punga. Ah, it's me. I'm the one that I have a girlfriend who lets me have sex with other women, even though those women don't want to have sex with me. But at least I can say it. Okay. I mean, I don't I look handsome? I can get a lot of bad bitches.
into virgin and younger women.
When you run game like me and meet the women who I meet and roll in the circles I meet, you meet beautiful virgins sometimes. Me, I'll do 2 or 3 virgins a year. There is a tactic which I'm going to share with you on how to date a virgin.
Yeah, we're good on that, bro. This guy looks like he's about 30 years old in this clip, and he's giving lessons on how to go pick up virgin women.
Yep.
And I think the reason why Tristan used to be so openly into younger women is because they're less experienced in dating, which makes them more vulnerable.
Of course. That's what all of them do. They go for the virgins because virgins are gullible, virgins are naive, they don't have any life experience, okay? And yeah, they don't understand what's going on with them. That's the reason why they seek them out. Predators do this.
To manipulation and false promises.
One of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17.
I love kids, Charlie. I love kids.
Tristan.
I would really not be screaming that at the top of your lungs.
That's legal, by the way, here. I don't know if it's 18 in your crazy country.
And the fact that Tristan would target younger women has been confirmed in the indictment as well. There's a text message exchange between Tristan and Luana from 2021, which reads,
"She's good for OnlyFans. You won't teach her TikTok. She's desperate for money. Good. It's good that she's young. We can control her for a while. Yes/okay. I'll work on her."
Again, it can't be that much more clear, but it's not just young women that Tristan treats poorly. Let's take a look at how Tristan treats a woman who literally gave birth to his child. In the indictment, it outlines how the child's caregiver was specifically instructed to not take care of the child if Abigail, the mother of one of Tristan's children, didn't
But he even said this in the video. I hope he got the video. He even said he kicked her out of a house. And it was Andrew that told Tristan to get her pregnant so that you can get rid of her.
Content for OnlyFans.
That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting.
Now, this could potentially not be 100% true as it's based on a witness testimony, but if I had to bet on it, I'd probably say it's true given the fact that
it is true. He even said it in the video. He didn't say that particular stuff. He said something else. Okay, he says, I have the mother of my daughter, and she gave me lip one day, and I said, okay, you're moving out. I'm paying for the house, so you got to find a place to live.
Tristan has a track record.
These men don't care about their children. They don't care about their offspring. I wish women stopped doing this and thinking that children will make these men softer. No, it makes good men love their children. But men who don't even love you nor their mama, why would they like their daughter? And they all got daughters. Not one of them got sons. So they got the, what do you call that curse? So they got the Romeo curse. So they all got the Romeo curse. So no, they don't care about their little young daughters. They know their little young daughters are destined to turn out like their mamas.
His status as the financial provider in relationships against the mothers of his children.
I had to, and this is actually good. I would, I guess, admit this on a live, but I had to.
Here we go. This is the video. Listen to this.
Ray, one of the mothers of my kids, from the house she was living. I needed her to understand that you do not fuck with me. And she was living in a 4-bedroom rented house, and I was paying the rent and all the bills, I pay everything. I said, okay, you know what? You want to fuck with me in that way? That's cool. You have 30 days to get out of that house. Here's your new apartment, 2 bed. Well, what do you mean? Now your child doesn't have a garden plan. Well, that's your fault. That is not my fault. Take it to the fucking park.
At a certain point, I think it's fair to say that these guys are just truly despicable human beings. No matter what happened with the mother, there's no good reason that the mother's behavior should be making the life of his own child worse. But what somehow does get worse is Tristan's behavior. In the indictment, they mention an audio message that Tristan sent in 2020, where he says,
primarily, I'm going to work these BES like slaves. I'm going to change blank and make them work more hours, and hours. I work them like slaves. No, work like slaves. Minimum 10 or 12 hours a day.
And Tristan's way of defending this absolutely indefensible statement was to say this.
I work these bitches like slaves. Slave work. Minimum 10 or 12 hours a day.
That is not true at all.
Bruh.
So
you never said that?
No.
Or you said it sarcastically?
No, I didn't say it sarcastically at all. That is about my ex-girlfriend cleaning my house.
Looks like lying runs in the family because Andrew and Tristan also spew the exact same garbage regarding their criminal case.
The old webcam studio and the current investigation have 0 strings in between them.
Bold-faced lie. The word webcam is mentioned 75 times in the indictment. The webcam business could not be more relevant to this investigation. Pages 266 and 267 are filled with listings of different webcam sites and the exact accounts that the Tates were in control of. And the reason why these webcam sites and accounts are listed is because they're relevant to the investigation as they show the Tate's extensive involvement in promoting and managing women on these platforms. So as we can clearly tell, Tristan is an extremely honest man who is completely innocent of everything that he's being accused of. As the great philosopher Liam once said, Tristan is an amazing role model for young men. And on top of that, he's handsome as hell.
I automatically hate on all handsome niggas. I'm gonna keep it a man. Like, you feel me? Like, cause I'm aight a little bit, but I don't fuck with niggas that's objectively handsome. Like, wow. Like, and he tall, bro.
And just to make this clear, Andrew and Tristan should be assumed innocent until proven guilty.
They are guilty. They said they are. They said that they said the crimes that they committed that they have been charged with. They are guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. The only thing you need to ask yourself is how long they're gonna serve in jail. I said my bet is on 20 minimum. That's my bet. My bet is 20 minimum. That's my bet. Now, will it be more? I don't know. Don't know. But I'm telling you, 20 years.
Court, just like everyone else. But in this specific case, the evidence has been shared with the general public, and
it's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
I obviously can't cover all 300 pages in this one video, but to put this case into perspective, in response to one of Andrew's appeals, the prosecutor himself said this, which essentially says that Andrew is not only involved in human trafficking, but has also studied it and then taught others how to traffic women on social media. And he just so happens to have moved to a country where he thought it'd be easier to get away with certain crimes. The prosecutor also says that if the Tates aren't prosecuted, it'll encourage others to commit similar crimes in Romania. And this is coming directly from one of the people who knows this case case the best in the entire world. And while I'm definitely not a Romanian lawyer, I will say this: anyone who says the Tates are 100% innocent of any sort of wrongdoing is either irrationally biased or just hasn't looked into the case enough. Even if you're the biggest Andrew Tate fan in the entire world, I think it is almost impossible to review most of the evidence in this case, in addition to all of the other cases and accusations, and still think that the Tates have done absolutely nothing wrong. This case against them is strong. It's not all just pulled out of thin air. I actually got a parking ticket last week. That was just the Matrix trying to attack me. But in the Tates case, there is lots of documentation. They have thousands of pages.
Look at this. And one judge has to go through all of this. So it makes you think, like, that's why I said they're good. They're good as cooked. Cause first of all, he gonna be mad, had to go through all that. Tree, in Europe, they are soft with the years though. I don't think so. Let me tell you why I don't think so. Because in Romania, there was a guy, and I saw comments, I think I call it common skeptics post this. A man, he himself got he was let out on house arrest. I need to go get that tweet so I don't so I'm not quoting something from what he said. And said he was out on house arrest. He was on house arrest for an entire year. And then he was found guilty and he had to serve 10 years. And that's just for one case. These guys got two different cases with several charges to them. I'm not wrong on this one. Romania is slow as hell. I don't understand their like you can't go nowhere laws and this, that, and the other. But if that guy got 10 years for paralyzing a woman, like this right here, you got multiple stuff. Not only that though, but the world is watching this case. The world is watching this case to see what Romania is going to do. To see if the Tates were right. The Tates were bragging about Romania being lax on crime. They're very corrupt. They're easy to bribe. That you don't hardly do any jail time. That you can get over on them. Like if they were actually do anything to show that that's true, their reputation is done. Plus, they brought shame to Andrew and Tristan Tate. Brought shame to their country. And even though there's a lot of that trafficking going on, they rather their own people do it instead of some loudmouth half-breed with ain't crap daddy. Black daddy. All right, sorry, right. Black daddy. That's important.
Of evidence.
There's 12,000 pages of it.
There's 12,000 pages. Well, it doesn't matter.
They have access to all of the CCTV footage in and outside the Tate's home, and on top of that, there is hours and hours.
That's a good point, Muggs. Muggs said it's not that Romania is slow; it's that Romania is thorough. That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Footage out there of the Tates admitting to similar crimes that they're now being charged with.
So if you let the girl be in charge of her own phone
contact,
contact,
this right here, man, I hate this.
All she has to do is type a sort code and account number to a member, and that has happened to me before. I went to the room, smashed the room up, told her I knew what she did. She sent me all the money, but that has happened to me before.
And lastly, laws aside, the way that they're defending themselves publicly is preposterous. And frankly, it should be a crime in and of itself. All they do is lie and gaslight by saying everything is fake, everything is out of context, it's satire, there are no victims, TikTok, The Matrix, Tooth Fairy, which makes them look as guilty as humanly possible because whenever someone tries to defend the indefensible, most of the time, they just end up looking stupid.
You said slave those bitches. You said slave those bitches, work them 12 hours or more.
You're a bitch.
In my opinion, all of that combined puts the prosecution in a very strong position and the defendants in a very bad position. But at the end of the day, this is a criminal trial and anything can happen. The outcome is never going to be guaranteed one way or another, and it is 100% up to the court to decide whether the Tates are guilty or innocent.
Actually, a judge. It's one judge. One judge. Not a jury of people. A judge. And I think that's good so they don't have to bribe the jury. Because jurors can be bribed. So I guess that's good.
of what they're being accused of.
Do you ever look around you and just look at the world and feel like, kind of like we're in the Matrix, like there's something missing?
Number one enemy of the Matrix.
They project a false version of reality in real time that people subscribe to.
I'm the enemy of the Matrix. Everything I've ever said about the Matrix is true. Most people are starting to realize and wake up from the Matrix and understand there are no political solutions because it's all a scam and it's all a lie.
Despite Andrew's attempts to blame all of his personal problems on the alleged Matrix, Andrew is actually the one who runs his own Matrix behind closed doors.
And the reason I call it the Matrix is because a false reality is being projected onto humanity, and they do that by controlling narrative.
Andrew's number one way of controlling narratives is through disinformation. And the main thing that allows him to spread disinformation on a mass scale is the fact that he generally only does softball interviews with partisan hacks like Blandis Owens, Tucker Carlson, and Patrick Griff David.
Oh, you're missing somebody. Piers Morgan. Okay? Piers Morgan. He was on his show 3 times. Softball every time. How did you leave him out?
We're all somehow viewed by many as serious political commentators.
Nah, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
And Patrick Griff David, who are all somehow viewed by many as serious.
Okay. Tucker was already, on thin ice with me. But when he did that softball interview with them twice, I was like, I'm done with you. You can't be trusted. You never should have been trusted. I said, you ain't no different than any of these other clowns. You're no different. You're no different. Rain, we're watching King of Nothing. The Satisfying Downfall of Andrew Tate by a YouTuber called King of Nothing. It's really good. We've been trying to watch this thing for the longest, and so I'm trying to get it out of the way so we can catch up to other stuff we're supposed to be watching.
Political commentators. And I mentioned these 3 specifically because in all of their interviews with Andrew, what they do is intentionally stay ignorant about the actual facts of the case, and they just take Andrew at his word and barely challenge him, which allows him to spread disinformation to every single viewer.
So what are you charged with? That's a really good question. I'm charged with being the head of an organized criminal group, which is in charge of recruiting girls to make TikTok videos to steal the money from the TikTok views.
Recruiting girls to make TikTok videos and stealing the money. So it's really a financial crime?
Even just asking that question shows how negligent Tucker was about researching the case. And what makes this negligence inexcusable is the fact that Tucker literally took a 12-hour flight to Romania to do that interview. So he could have just done an hour or 2 of research while he was—
He didn't want to. I believe he was paid off by these guys. I do. I really believe he was paid off by them. You know what I'm saying? I'll never trust him again in a day in my life. You done.
Sitting on a plane by himself, ripping zins and watching Trump speeches.
I'm a guy. I'll tell you right now, this is what I do. I don't do research. None? No Google search? No Google search, no nothing.
But Tucker chose not to do any research because he's playing team sports. So he prioritizes the best interests of his political allies for monetary gain over the actual truth. Kind of like our friend Candace Owens.
I do think what's happening right now is they are wrongly conflating you having run a webcam business, however long it was ago, to the criminal cases happening in Romania.
Keep in mind, in this exact same interview, Candace claims to have read the indictment on numerous occasions.
Because, of course, she didn't. She was just giving her talking points. Oh, heifer. I'm so glad that my people got her ass, shut her ass down. Okay, shut it down, Goyam, shut her down.
And I read the indictment again. I've read the indictment, and I do want to make it clear that is the definition given in the indictment of what they're referring to. And they mention OnlyFans
Correct.
on the indictment page.
So Candace claims to have read the indictment, but then makes the obviously false claim that the webcam studio is being wrongfully
Oh, I couldn't. You know what? Mug said, this is why I like how you try to keep your subscriber number low. You can't become corrupted. No. That's not true. Let me see if you guys did. Hold on. I'm going to talk. Let me see. Did y'all know that somebody came into this,
I got a super
try to come into my chat and try to corrupt me? Hi, India, Kate. $5. Thank you so much. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice somebody was dropping mad big ass donations? Did y'all notice that? And then trying to tell me, well, this is not what really happened. And, was keep going against my narrative to see if I would cuck to his narrative. And I wouldn't. And then there was a question I only was asking the women, and he sent a super chat giving me his opinion when I clearly said, I don't want to hear from men. I'm only talking to women. And then I put my foot down and said, you're not a woman, you're a man. Sit your ass down. Notice you don't see that person here no more, right? It's not about my size numbers. It's about, who I am. As a matter of fact, I would have to say, when I'm small, you got more people who are going to try to control me. You're going to have more men, they all been men, by the way, men who are going to try to corrupt me, men who are going to try to get me to spill their narrative. I don't care how much money you drop here. I appreciate it, but don't ever think you're going to make me side with you because you dropping mega bucks on me. Okay? Okay? Because they're seeing how, and it's working, ladies. The women here are growing. All right? And they don't want another woman who's got the key, who got the code, who's telling you, hey, this is what you do here, 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 here. This is how you handle this, that, and the other. Okay? I'm at the prime target while being small to come after me before I get big, because my goal is to get more quality women. We don't want no pick-me-shus. We don't want no Barbaras the Builders. We don't want no doormat Denishas. We don't want no PayPal Peggies is always paying a man bills. We don't want them, okay? If I see those heifers, y'all see me go after them. I will get them hard. All right? So there's that. Well, Bruce, let me help you out, baby. Let me get rid of you, okay? So Bruce telling me stop talking on that. I will do what the hell I want. Now you are permabanned from my chat, okay? You don't tell me what to damn do, okay? So there's that. You are permabanned. There. See what I mean? Once again, another man gonna come into my chat and tell me what I can and cannot do in my damn chat. These men are relentless, and it's only as more women, the more women join my channel, the worse these men get. And don't worry, honey, I know how to handle them, child. Just like I handled that. I just handled Bruce. You see how the best feature I ever had was the block feature, baby. Okay. The best feature I ever had. I love that feature. So they'll try you. They will try to top you from the bottom. They'll try to dominate you in some kind of indirect way because they can't do it directly. But remember, I want you to understand, ladies, you give them the power. Hold on, let me say something else too. I gotta say something else. I need you ladies to understand something. When you are interacting with a man and you are saying he's in charge, understand you hired him to take that role, and you can take it back. Boom, headshot. There's no such thing as, oh, you're the leader for the rest of you. No. I gave you that position. I did. I'm the power behind the throne. So when they say, as the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, no. The goddess giveth and the goddess taketh away. All right? So don't ever think that if you make men feel powerful and they'll get to the point where the evil ones will abuse that power. I need you to listen to me. I really, really need you to listen to me. The good men will not abuse that power. The good men will use it responsibly to make you and whatever you have a better place or make you a better person or make, if you're in a relationship, make your relationship even better. But you have some men that you will give that power to, and it's fine. You know, we all make mistakes. Trust me, I did. Okay. Remember my first fiance? I gave him the power until I realized I wasn't feeling safe in Germany anymore. And I was like, you need to do something. And he was like, oh, just stay at home. Don't come out unless, you know, it's bright outside or I'm with you. I'm like, I'm not living like no daggone hermit because of yo daggone prime minister. Or was it chancellor? Yeah, chancellor. That's what it was. And I said, you know, I didn't tell him, but I was already had in my head. I'm saying, I'm ending this relationship. I'm going to leave his ring here. And I'm out. I'm on the plane and I'm out. I'm going back home to my guns and my knives and my swords and all my daggers and my machetes and, you know, my rifles, you know, things that will protect me. Since you couldn't do the job, you're fired. I'm out. And sometimes, okay, and sometimes these men, and you're doing a good job if you have them thinking that they are always in control. I want you to keep doing that. Okay? Play dumb. All right? Stay smart. Let them think that they're always in control. Let them think that they're always running things. Even if it's something dealing with your own business. Let them think that. But no, you know that you got the power to get rid of them every time. It ain't no big deal. Okay, so there's that. All right, but yeah. So I just to answer Mug's statement. You know, I want you just to know that no, me being small makes me a prime suspect for men to come in and try to corrupt me and try to see if they're dangling, to see if they can have some kind of influence to get me to yield to their belief system or their ways. It never works, honey. I see that from a mile away.
With the current indictment for human trafficking, and then she goes on to allow Andrew to spread whatever propaganda he wants on her platform uncontested.
I'll give a very quick rundown on the case. Everything from these old videos, old clips, my webcam company, things that happened 10 years ago have absolutely nothing to do with the current case. Absolutely zero. Anything you see from before 2021 has nothing to do with the case.
Because you shut it down when you got arrested, idiot.
None of that is true. Victim 5's testimony is 100% based on her working for Andrew on webcam, and it spans from 2016 through 2018, which last time I checked is before 2021.
No. Show the video where they said they had to reopen for COVID. Show that video. Maybe he's going to show it. He looks like, so far he's on the money with everything. So I got a funny feeling he's going to show them saying that the business was so good that they had to reopen for COVID.
And some of the old clips from before 2021 are quoted word for word in the indictment. Yet, Candace, who apparently read the indictment, says that these blatant lies are correct. So Candace either lied about reading the indictment on numerous occasions in order to make it seem like she actually did research, or she is lying on purpose to cover for Andrew because it helps her grift to her highly intelligent...
No, it helps her husband. It helps her husband. Who's a homosexual, by the way?
Fan base.
You know who's really slashing the woke army? Who? Candace Owens.
Correct.
I'm just saying. I've seen some clips of her with the saber.
Another great example of Andrew engaging in spreading disinformation is when he faked having lung cancer in March of 2023 for what I would assume was an attempt...
Rain! I just said it. I just answered the same question and you walked away. That's your problem. I literally took the time to answer your question, and don't y'all give her the answer. She was not here. She gonna ask me a question, then walk away from the computer. Y'all better not tell her either. I sat there and I specifically told you the title. I showed it to you. I told you the name, and then you was not here during that time. Then too bad. You know how I do. If you leave my chat for any reason, okay, especially when you ask a question, my headset died and had to get another one. Oh well, you're fine. We haven't finished the video. So you asked me to say a question next time we show the video.
To flee the country for medical care. What happened was Andrew and his team intentionally leaked medical records claiming that he had lung cancer. Here's Andrew's close friend and doppelganger, Sterling Cooper, confirming in writing that Andrew has cancer. Here's Andrew's other friend and other doppelganger, the sartorial shooter, also confirming that Andrew has cancer. He even specifically says, I was the one driving with him to and from the hospitals in Dubai. And in Andrew's interview with Patrick Bet David, Andrew was asked point blank.
I hate Patrick Bet David. I can't stand this man.
Think about when he allegedly got lung cancer in jail.
What about these stories that came out that you've got cancer and lung cancer and then you were poisoned and these matrix attacks?
Yeah, so
are you planting these stories? Are they making these things up?
So the cancer thing is interesting. So when I was having medical scans in Dubai, a dark spot was identified on my lung, and I had follow-up tests booked for February. So after the first 30 days, I called up my PA, and she said, are you coming to Dubai? I said, well, yeah, if they let me go, at the end of these 30 days, I'll come to Dubai for my medical tests. They took that conversation and shown it and used it in court, saying I'm trying to flee the country and trying to escape the judicial system as motivation for the second month's arrest, and the judge agreed and locked me in jail because I said I would go to a medical appointment if I was free.
If the two interviewers had done even an ounce of research prior to this interview, they would have known
that's not true. That's not what happened.
Although I'm not a doctor, these documents clearly state that he had a suspicious lesion that could have possibly been cancer, not that he has cancer. Yet, two close associates of Andrew's said that
Well, Sterling Cooper is bi. So, I think he had a little thing going on with Andrew. In reference to this other guy, the sartorial shooter. I don't know who this guy is. So it's no accident that Patrick Bet David just had Stephen Baldwin on, Justin Bieber's daddies-in-law. Yeah, I don't trust anything this man does. I don't listen to him. I don't take him seriously. They are all a bunch of idiots.
Definitively cancer on the exact same day, proving that this was a coordinated lie that they spread. And just 2 days later, Andrew tweeted, I do not have lung cancer, so which one is it? In my opinion, this proves that this cancer story was intentionally spread disinformation that they later had to walk back because it didn't work in terms of allowing Andrew to leave Romania. So while I definitely don't expect anyone to do dozens of hours of research just to have a conversation with Andrew, if you're going to LARP as a political commentator who's doing a serious interview with him, maybe just an hour or two on the way over would be sufficient. Otherwise, you're choosing to take part.
They do not care about the truth. They're only doing this because it benefits them financially. That's it.
In Andrew's disinformation campaign for monetary gain. And I think it's safe to say that Tucker, Candace, and PBD have all made tons of money by allowing Andrew to deliberately spread disinformation on their platforms.
I think a lot of men live in a world now today where they have to lie.
You think?
In fact, I would basically guarantee that 99% of men are lying at least 80% of the time.
If you're Andrew, it's more like 100% of the time.
True.
Because this man will do and say just about anything in order to manipulate the minds of his followers and try and escape justice. For example, in December of 2023, Andrew tried to use his dying grandmother as a reason to flee Romania. As you can see here from this bounty that they put out in the real world, they were offering money to the 20 people who made the most viewed videos under the specific instructions that were provided. And this bounty actually worked. Back in December of 2023, I remember seeing one of these videos.
Andrew Tate's grandmother is seriously ill and dying. Let me explain. Due to her illness, she is unable to travel. Her last wish is to see the Tate brothers one last time. However, the American
that's not true.
Embassy is holding them back from visiting America, even though Andrew and Tristan are American citizens. Why is America not letting this happen? Are they so cruel that they will restrict a man from visiting his own family one last time? Comment to spread the news.
By having their followers create these PR stunt videos on their behalf.
First of all, he keeps showing a picture of his mom. I want you guys to understand, there was only one. None of those pictures are of the grandmama. Those were all pictures of his mama. So king or nothing, you need to know the difference between the grandmama and the mama. That's those pictures of his mama. Damn.
The Tates were trying to influence public perception of the case and leverage diplomatic pressure against the American embassy to pressure them into helping the Tates leave Romania, which in my opinion is just silly because there's really not much the American government can do to help them. They've allegedly broken the laws in a foreign country, and the Romanians are investigating and enforcing their own laws, which they have every right to do, especially given Andrew and Tristan's blatant disrespect to them.
Oh no, not a court in Romania. Woo-hoo. The internationally respected Romanian courts. What do you do? They're corruption-free, as we all know. Look, put me in jail. Put me in jail. You put me in jail, I'm gonna walk in there with a pile of money like this. Guards. Boom, 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 boom.
If only the Romanian police took bribes.
Look how arrogant. I never seen that before. Holy smokes, dude. Look how arrogant. That's, you know what I'm saying? You got that from your daddy, baby. You got that from your daddy. Look at this. What are they going to do? Put me in jail. Yeah, they put you in jail and you crying like a bitch to myself. It's the matrix. It's the matrix.
They're corruption-free, as we all know. Look, put me in jail. Put me in jail. You put me in jail, I'm gonna walk in there with a pile of money like this. Guards. Boom, 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 boom.
If only the Romanian police took bribes. I mean, what a wonderful world that would be.
Of course it's unjust. There's no justice in Romania, unfortunately.
Andrew also claimed that his mother had a heart attack in another attempt to
Okay, that's not true either. And they don't even like their mama.
Flee Romania.
Well, had a heart attack. Get the fuck up. What's wrong with you? Go to hospital later. Have a drink. Cigarette. Cup of coffee. Back in the game. Fucking having heart attacks near me, little pussy.
And just like every other sentence that comes out of Andrew's mouth, he completely lied about his mother having a heart attack. According to the court, what actually happened is that his mother called an ambulance.
Crayons! Woohoo!
After experiencing an undisclosed medical emergency and received an EKG and a cardiac checkup, and she was later discharged. She did not have a heart attack or any sort of life-threatening medical condition which would require the Tates to leave the country. So although I hope his mother stays healthy and is okay.
There you go. You see, stop using the same picture. And they're not even close to their mom no more. Their mom and their sister don't have nothing to do with them.
Yet again, Andrew created false information out of thin air and tried to weaponize that false information against the Romanian government for what I would assume was an attempt to escape justice.
What I don't understand is why anybody listens to anything they say.
I know, it is
because they've been caught lying so many times.
In addition to constantly spreading false information to try and flee Romania, in an article written by BuzzFeed, they claimed that a group of 4,500 bot accounts tweeted in support of Andrew around the same time that he was arrested in December of 2022. Fake accounts were defined as those who had less than 10 followers and were created.
Oh my God, and it's thousands of them. It's thousands of them. Anytime I go after the tape, what I do is I let the tweet stay up there for a minute, right? And then I shut it down, meaning that you only verified accounts can comment when the bots start overwhelming and taking over my replies. And it works every time. It works every time. These guys are spent, but they got the money though. Well, they had the money. Where they can spend money on thousands and thousands and thousands of bots. So there's that. Yeah, exactly, Kat. He think he's Pablo Escobar.
In the last 3 months, which is actually a really smart strategy because, as we all know, justice in Romania is determined by how many likes your Twitter posts get and not by the court. And having to artificially boost up his numbers through bot accounts shows that Andrew wants to appear more famous and well-liked than he really is. It's an attempt at creating social proof to influence public perception positively, which he seems to have some sort of an unhealthy obsession with.
My team analyzed the comments every single video I ever made. Bro, I get reported every single day with the entire internet. What's said about me, what's good, what's bad, etc. 99% of the comments on anything I ever do is positive. 90% of comments on my videos are positive. When I got the report from my team, and they said 99.4%. I have my own team monitoring social media comments in real time. 99.9% of all comments are on my side. The majority of comments regarding me are still positive. My team analyzed it in real time. All the comments are on my side.
The news movement, which has done a great job of covering Andrew, interviewed one of his former employees named Eli Anpa. And Eli also claimed that Andrew and his team use bot accounts on social media websites.
We have many Twitter employees, we have Instagram employees, TikTok employees. When we want to, we can delete an account.
Hold on. They speeding it up, so I need to slow it down.
Preferred method of choice, because deleting is kind of harsh. For small accounts, we can just mark them, and that's it, and nobody really cares.
Yeah, and that's look. He said with small accounts we'll mark them, and I got a small account. I got a small account, and when they come on my daggone replies, when I go after Andrew and Tristan, boy, like I said, it doesn't happen immediately. So like the first 3 hours, it's pretty like decent, and then next thing you know, the bots start coming in, and bots start going crazy, and then I go, okay, it's time to shut you down, and basically put it in verified only.
employees, TikTok employees, when we want to, we can delete an account. But our preferred method of choice, because deleting is kind of harsh. For small accounts, we can just mark them, and that's it, and nobody really cares. But for bigger accounts, we use a thing called PR marketing campaigns and narrative control, meaning that we have big accounts that side with us, with many smaller, real-looking, human-like accounts.
So if you tweet something against Tate online, both big accounts with ties to the war room and smaller bot accounts will challenge you with a pro-Tate narrative.
Whatever the perceived attack is on the Tate brand, that the marketing, the post, the tweet, the thread, whatever is purporting, we counter that with our Tate bots. We get big accounts to slander the person that's making that thread or that tweet or that post.
And now that we have pretty strong evidence that
okay.
Andrew has previously used bot accounts to artificially increase his numbers on social media, who's to say he's not botting on other things? Obviously, he is extremely famous and well-known regardless, but why should anyone trust that he has 9.6 million real Twitter followers when we know that he's most likely used bots on social media in the past?
I will not compromise my integrity. The one thing people know when they look at me is I'm an integral person. I certainly have morals.
Because Andrew has such good morals, he also uses his personal matrix to weaponize his fan base against those who speak out against him. A perfect example of this is what he did to KSI. When Andrew got deplatformed, KSI tweeted, "Thank God Andrew Tate got banned," and Andrew and his team's response to this was to try and get JJ canceled. This is a message from Luke, Andrew's cousin, in their old Hustlers University chat, which reads,
"Going to make a KSI canceled bounty as well. The world needs to know KSI is a hypocrite who has done horrible things and that he should be canceled himself. This is the counterattack."
So I did notice, I think it was around August, I was getting like a huge amount of hate. It was kind of weird. I was like, all of a sudden I had people trying to bring up my past.
So Andrew and his boys are using their propaganda machine to engage in the same cancel culture garbage that they sit for hours on end criticizing.
Wow, I didn't know that. I want to finish that interview. You should have finished that interview. I want to listen to the rest of what he had to say. KSI, by the way, not this clown. Like, he realized that he was getting bombarded?
They're launching targeted harassment campaigns on people whose only crime is saying things that they personally dislike.
Isn't there a kind of hypocrisy there?
Well, there's a degree of hypocrisy, but I'm going to be hypocritical, and the reason for that is because I'm rich.
Unfortunately for Andrew, being rich just isn't an excuse to be this hypocritical.
I would never shout for any of the people who disagree with anything I say to be silenced or canceled. I don't think that helps the world.
Those words mean absolutely nothing coming from Andrew, because putting JJ aside, Andrew has an undeniable track record of trying to censor those who speak out against him through doxing.
Yeah, he did that to who's not my favorite guy, okay? I just want y'all to know. Benjamin, oh God, what is the comedian name? Benjamin, guys, what's the one? Oh God. What is the white guy who used to work with Steven Crowder? He is also Benjamin Owens. Thank you, Rain. He also got Benjamin Owens taken off of Instagram. He had somebody on the inside of Instagram to permaban him. And then he went on Gab and said, hey, hey, buddy, I had to shut you down. You're spreading lies about me. So sorry, nothing personal. It's all business. And Benjamin Owens was so bad. And somebody, when Benjamin brought this up on his Twitter, because people know I won't lie for these guys. I don't really care for them anyway. They was like, he was talking about somehow Andrew Tate had censored him off of Instagram and then bragged about it on Gab. And somebody tagged me and said, "Tree, is this true?" I said, "Yep, it happened." Actually, I didn't say it happened. I said, "Yep." Because there's nothing else for me to say. It's like, yep. Because, yeah, that did happen. I remember that.
And harassing. For example, in August of 2019, Andrew got into a Twitter argument with a man named Mike Stuchberry. Now, I'm not defending this guy at all. As you can see here, this person has tweeted 100,000 times, which is a mental illness. Andrew tweets all day, every day. He never stops, and he's tweeted about 13,000 times. So realistically, anything above that, you should be caged. Yet, this guy Mike has somehow managed to achieve 8 times that. But Andrew got so angry at this Twitter-addicted loser that he actually showed up at his house and posted pictures of himself outside of Mike's home.
So he started running his mouth to me on Twitter because he didn't like me telling the truth about the world, telling me I'm misogynist and all this shit, and just running his mouth to me. And by absolute freak coincidence, I didn't even try. Someone's like, "Yo, he lives in Newton." I was like, "No." Which is where you were. He's like, "Yeah, he lives in Newton." I was like, "And now I was going back to London."
Hold on. I can't. Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys.
you should be caged. Yet, this guy Mike has somehow managed to achieve 8 times that. But Andrew got so angry at this
on my way to knock on someone's door.
This Twitter-addicted loser that he actually showed up.
Mike, are you having panic attacks, worried I'll come back? You should hear the V12 coming. Shame you can't run very fast. Open the door this time. I might give you $1. Tubby turd.
At his house and posted pictures of himself outside of Mike's home.
Let me tell you something. This'll be my wet dream. Oh, I'll come out there with a bat. We gonna get the police involved, baby. You gonna come outside my home? All right, okay. I'll be your huckleberry.
Twitter, because he didn't like me telling the truth about the world, telling me I'm misogynist and all this shit, and just running his mouth to me. And by absolute freak coincidence, I didn't even try. Someone's like, you know he lives in Luton, right? I was like, no.
Which is where you were.
That's where I'm from. He's like, yeah, he lives in Luton. I was like, and then I was going back to London because I just bought a new Aston Martin Vanquish S. You know, one of them things. You know, you leave Romania on the jet, you pick up your new Aston. What's the first place you're gonna go? And I was like, you know what? By coincidence, he just wrote some more. I was like, fuck you. So I drove to his house, but I went and knocked on his door, and he had a full mental breakdown. Oh, he had a full mental breakdown.
Keep in mind this.
Dude, I would have brought my camera. I'm gonna go viral, baby. I'm gonna go viral. Seriously, if that happened, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, oh, Andrew Tate is in front of my house. Let me get my bat. Let me basically start filming. I'm about to go by and say, hey, Andrew, you in front of my house? Wow, them some nice windows. Oh, something happened to your head like Okay. I think you need to call the police. Dude. And I'm like, sue me. Sue me. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do a damn thing. That's just terrorizing. And you can't terrorize somebody who crazy. It's true though. You can't terrorize somebody who's crazy. So you're like, oh, you gonna come to my house? Really? Okay.
Isn't even someone Andrew knew or had some sort of personal beef with. Andrew just showed up at this nerd's house and doxed him with malicious intent, and Mike actually had to move because...
Wait, I wouldn't have moved. I wouldn't have moved. Why are you saying you don't drink when I knocked on your door? This is what I saw. You're a lazy, dishonest alcoholic. That is a they recycle really heavy in EU. So yeah, this is a recycle bin. And they put their bottles, whether it's from alcohol or not, in that cycle bin. And it's something they collect for, I think, 2 weeks, and then they, put it out there. And pathetically begging to pay rent is a new level of shame.
Showed up at this nerd's house and doxed him with...
So this troll is still begging for money. Watching your enemies fall at the basics of life is fun. After doxing people for fun, I turned up at his house to return the favor. He started screaming out the window and crying. It's not fun when it happens to him.
Malicious intent, and Mike actually had to move.
Supposedly, I've made him depressed. The idea of a huge, strong, sexy kickboxer banging on your door at 4 a.m. leaves you... oh my God, dude. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. They do this to the right people. Leaves you having a panic attack. Poor Mike. Anyway, in his begging for money, he says he doesn't drink. Why did I see this at your house?
Because Andrew doxed him.
He actually moved house, wasn't he? He did? Yeah, he left.
What? Well, he moved out because he didn't have any rent. He didn't move out because you doxed him. He moved out because, he couldn't afford where he was living at anymore, even though it's in a poor area.
Yeah, he moved out.
But look, we all make mistakes. Everyone's due for the occasional crash out every now and then. However, this unfortunately wasn't the only time Andrew did something like this to someone who was talking trash about him online. In January of 2022, Andrew got into a Twitter beef with a guy named @ColtyBra because he tweeted saying he would beat Andrew.
Let's be real. You put me and Pin Neck Tate in a room and only one of us come out, ain't gonna be karate kickboxer, LOL. Trust me.
up, which is absurd because it's not even close to physically possible in this case scenario. For years of his life, Andrew used to practice beating people up for multiple hours a day. Nobody is beating him up unless they're also a pro fighter.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
But Andrew's—
Oh, is that where that came from? Oh, you know, I always wondered I always wanted to know where that sound bite came from, Taters. I really did. I always wanted to know where that sound bite came from.
Up unless they're also a pro fighter.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Capital Extra. Well, what an unfortunate name.
But Andrew's ego got so damaged by this impossible statement that he immediately challenged this guy to a fight, and then, when Colton didn't accept, Andrew decided to post this guy's full home address in different tweets. Then he went on to post photos of Colton's mother and father and where they work. Then he allegedly sent his goons to Colton's house to try and intimidate him. And for the cherry on top, he then went on a podcast just to brag about how good he is at destroying his haters.
First I put his street name, then I put his house number. And then when guys turned up at his house, I had to fly some friends of mine from Vegas to LA. Like, I had to spend money on this shit. This took time out of my life. When he looked out the window and saw the SUV, then he starts apologizing on the internet. Like, oh, bitch.
Given the fact that—
Yeah, you are a bitch if you apologize. Because I would be looking out my scope talking about, pull up closer. Pull up. I wouldn't apologize, dude. I wouldn't apologize at all. You are a biatch if you apologize.
What Colton initially said is just not possible. It's really not that big of a deal at the end of the day. If you want to do the back and forth thing, sometimes it's entertaining, most of the time it's not. But doxing and posting pictures of his parents and having people show up to his house, then threatening to sue his family into oblivion is way past the line of normality for online beef.
I don't need a reason. You're going to have to defend yourself. Regardless, that's the thing about the American legal system. You cannot ignore it. I don't care if it costs me $1 million to take $1,000 out of your bank. You're going to be in court twice a month for the rest of your human years.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Okay? All right, do it. Honey, let me tell you something. There's one thing I love about the Jews. They teach you how to protect your damn money.
Boom! Headshot! Years.
That clip gave me AIDS. I now have AIDS.
Fair, to be honest.
Watching this 35-year-old self-help guru brag about suing someone's entire family because he chose to dox him is just an absolute embarrassment to all of mankind. If the aliens saw this interaction, we would all get nuked, and I can't even say that it'd be undeserved. This is not the behavior of someone who should be giving self-help advice to anyone, specifically the youth. And all in all, it's just extremely unhealthy on all sides.
Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh, but I believe everyone involved in this story should die.
Another way that Andrew weaponizes his fan base against those who dislike him is by directly telling his fans to defend him when people leave mean comments about him online.
I really want to make it clear when you're defending me to try and do it in a respectful way, because sometimes haters come at me and talk a bunch of garbage. I don't want any of my fans to come along and say, well, you're an idiot, you're ugly, you're this.
If you're going to defend me, do it respectfully. Even if people hate me, even if they're insulting me, don't insult them back. Hate doesn't beat hate. It just creates a brick wall. If somebody says they hate me, explain to them calmly that they don't understand the context. Show them a longer format video.
Although he tried to qualify these statements by telling his fans to defend him in a respectful way, the message is still terrible. If Andrew chooses not to defend himself from someone, he clearly doesn't care.
Yeah, he can't. He'll just block you. That's all. That's what he'll do. He'll just block you. Yeah, we need to check in some more stuff as soon as we finish this, cause we got some Cooper stuff, but we got to go over it. The Dookie the Don, Doxin, LT. So we got so much stuff. That's why I want to hurry and get this out of the way. So okay, we're gonna do 5 more minutes of this, and then we're gonna shut it down. Chat. Okay.
Otherwise, he'd respond himself. And if he actually cared about his fans, he would tell them that they probably shouldn't waste their time defending him on Twitter or in the comments section, regardless of how respectfully it's done.
These people are completely and utterly slave-minded, genuinely slaves. They live inside of a system, and the system they're going to purport and fight to defend is going to destroy them.
And these slave-minded...
Yeah, he can't shut up, Bernadette. Did I say your name correctly? Hold on a second. Brunetta. The brunette from Cali. That brunette from Cali. Why am I not reading words today? You know, maybe I should just blame you for your name.
Bots don't even defend Andrew in a respectful way. They actually harass and attack the people who speak out against him. For example, in the beginning of 2023, Matt Shea and Vice made a documentary called The Dangerous Rise of Andrew Tate. And of course, Andrew's fans mass dislike this video, and more than a year and a half later, almost every tweet Matt makes, there's Tate fans calling him a DNG, which stands for dork, nerd, geek, and all sorts of other insults, which is clearly not defending Andrew in a respectful way. It is targeted harassment. And not once have I seen Andrew condemn his fans' harassment towards Matt.
Yeah, just keep in mind that if you leave any sort of negative comments, I'm going to be replying with your IP address.
Andrew and his team have also done targeted harassment campaigns on—
Well, YouTube don't work that way. Telegram works that way. Gab works that way, but not YouTube. You can't tell somebody's IP address just by a comment. Dodo head.
The alleged victims in his criminal case. Now, keep in mind, before Andrew was arrested, he used to always brag about how no woman has ever come out and said anything bad about him.
Shut up, Revenia! She's such a bitch, I swear! Revenia tell us the Matrix, the effed up trees hooked on phonics skills. She's such a hater, dude.
It's not a miracle. It's actually testament to how nice I am in general. Not a single woman's come forward. I have no accusations. No one's come forward saying anything. There's a video and the girls come forward 3 times saying listen, nothing's going to I have no criminal charges. There's no charges at all against me. I have not.
Okay. One thing I hate about King of Nothing, stop speeding this stuff up. You'll have some of him speaking slow, then some of this you got him speaking too fast.
Always brag about how no woman has ever come out and said anything bad about him.
And what's actually a miracle, it's not a miracle, it's actually testament to how nice a guy I am in general. Not a single woman's come forward. I have no accusations. No woman's come forward saying anything. There's a video and the girls come forward 3 times saying, listen, I'll take this go, just consensual.
I have no criminal charges. There's no charges at all against me. I have not hurt any women. No women are coming forward saying Andrew hit me. 0.
No criminal convictions.
No criminal record for hurting women. There's nothing on the internet. I have no criminal record from any woman saying that Andrew is a bad person, a misogynist, he did this to me. Not one.
No criminal record. No girls come forward saying I've done anything to anybody. No victims of any kind.
And now that women have come out and said he's a bad guy, him and his team are actively trying to silence and harass those women.
Yeah.
For example, in a tweet by Tate News, who Andrew has personally endorsed in the past, Tate News revealed the full name of one of the victims, doxed all her online pseudonyms, and posted screenshots of all of her active social media pages. And the only reason why they did this is so Andrew's fans would go and harass her. The victim's identity is supposed to stay anonymous. The reason why the indictment is redacted is to protect the victim's privacy and to prevent harassment or further victimization. And as you would expect, Andrew's fans did exactly that. This guy says her location is on Twitter. She has been targeted and will be taken care of soon. This guy says karma will come back at you for trying to destroy 2 innocent men, and you'll get what's coming to you. And these fans don't even know whether the Tates are guilty or not. That is up for the court to decide. But
they know. They don't care.
Geeks are just blindly defending their demagogue and attacking people on their behalf, which is irrational. Andrew has also posted this same victim in one of his Rumble videos that I've seen, but obviously I can't show that. He's also suing that same woman for defamation in Florida, and as of now, they're set to go to trial for that. But the judge in that case has ordered that the Tates are prohibited from sending texts, tweets, or making posts on social media that could be seen as intimidating witnesses. So even the judge himself is saying to stop harassing this woman publicly.
God put morality inside of all of us. They're godless creatures. They don't feel a fucking ounce of shame. None of them.
In my opinion, the most insane thing Andrew and his team have done occurred at a press conference held to highlight the harassment of the alleged victims in the Romanian criminal case. In a beautiful display of morals and ethics, Andrew's lawyer showed up and, you guessed it, started harassing people. Obviously, this systematic harassment goes way deeper than I have time to cover, but this Twitter account @CrayonsMurders has done a great job of covering things like this if you want to see even more. Update: in the process of me editing this video, a random Andrew Tate fan falsely accused Crayons of being a child predator, and as you can see, Andrew replied yes to this tweet, spreading this baseless claim to his massive audience. However, we have undeniable evidence that this isn't Crayons.
My newest coach today literally dropped some Jedi Master Yoda wisdom on me.
Then he transported them to Romania. He sheltered them in a house full of
workers.
When he fussed at me,
He invoked false debts that the girls could never get out of.
This disproves this narrative 100%, as the two people in question sound nothing alike. Andrew later replied to this tweet claiming that Crayons works for an NGO, and once again provided no evidence to back that up either. What Andrew is trying to do here is systematically discredit his critics through lies, and I know that based on his cousin Luke's own admissions.
Whenever there's someone who made like a hit piece video.
Look. Oh my God. Y'all remember I played this video? I played this video for y'all. Okay, let me slow it down because he's going fast now.
On the War Room or anything negative about the War Room, right? There's some YouTube videos out there that exist. You always need to discredit the person who made the video. That is the key. You need to make the person who made the video be a liar. That's what you need to be. They need to be a geek, a dork, nerd, geek, liar. That's what they need to be. Someone who's completely not trustworthy. You need to destroy the source. There's no other way to do it because someone's lying. So it better be that, right?
And coincidentally, around the same time this all took place, Crayon's account also started getting botted.
Oh yeah, I was around when this happened. I was around when all this happened. Yeah, the bots were just going crazy.
Which was most likely a failed attempt to get him banned. So still to this day, Andrew and his personal matrix are coming together and trying to attack the people who speak out against them. And it really makes you wonder, what truth is Crayons telling that Andrew is trying so hard?
He's just repeating what's going on with the evidence as well as what's going on in the court documents. Andrew comes out there and say one thing, and he just basically Crayons set the record straight.
To suppress. On another note, Andrew, or the MCN he works with, also sent me a false copyright claim for a video I made on Andrew when he first got arrested. Now, I don't know exactly what their intentions were with this copyright claim. It could be for doxing purposes, it could be that Andrew is going broke, or it could potentially not even be coming directly from Andrew. I don't know. But if Andrew has anything to do with this copyright claim, that is just rich, given the fact that he often pretends to advocate for free speech.
We need free speech. Free speech allows different ideas, and I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, everything I say is all the people on my side are completely right, all the people on the other side are completely right. The truth is usually somewhere in the middle, but if you delete one side of the argument, you never get the truth. Yeah. That's why so.
I agree with him 100%. We need free speech, but I also think that anyone who disagrees with my subjective opinions should be harassed, doxxed, and canceled. Andrew really is the best type of free speech advocate. On one hand, he gets all the credit for supporting free speech from the more gullible Republicans who will believe just about anything if it fits their political agenda.
Michelle Obama has a giant
But on the other hand, he's also issuing false copyright claims on the people who make videos on him, or he's using his fans in coordinated attacks, or he's showing up to their houses or press conferences, or he's doxing them and their families.
Dude, oh my God, dude. Don't you hate him? Okay, we're gonna do a cool down. Y'all go. I'm gonna have the video for this up. I promise. Let's just do a cool down now. Ugh, don't you just hate him now? You just hate his guts. Like, absolutely can't stand him, dude. Ew. Blah. Blah. Luke looks sus. He does. He looks too zesty. Just like Candace and Cerna. So, guys, hold on. Hold on. While we do a cool down, let me show y'all something. Y'all ready for this? Now, I got some good comments, but I also got some like really stupid comments too, right? So, there was a morbidly obese woman, and I never seen somebody her size hit weights with so much intensity. So she was using the weights for cardio as well as weight resistance. And I was like, man, she's doing really well, you know? So I wanted to know if I should go up to her and say, you're doing a good job. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something strange you never see, you know, morbidly obese people at the gym that type of night, working out like that. So I said, I'm currently at the gym. There is a morbidly obese woman here who's doing a great job lifting weights with high intensity. I want to tell her that she's doing a good job, but I don't know if this will offend her or make her feel good. Because, you know, some people like, So you got some people who are like the fat positivity movement. They're really thin-skinned now and take something that was meant with good intentions and try to make themselves a victim out of it. And I said, should I ignore her or tell her she's doing a great job? So here is a couple of comments. Tell her, you're so awesome at that. It's probably something I would say. Peanut says, I say ignore, but I might be biased because I hate people going up to me while I'm working out. Yeah, but Peanut, you are not morbidly obese. This is why I'm saying y'all silly people. Miss Eminem, tell her women should support and build each other up. There is already too much individualism and competition in the world. Also, great karma builder. Tell her, I encourage people. Sometimes they don't like it, but it definitely comparatively, most people do. The latter, please tell her. I think you should say nothing. Best not to make people feel self-conscious when we want to encourage repeat visits. Pose this as a question. How do you get so much weight? Okay, this is when you squat. I'm struck. No damn way I would say this to her. She wasn't squatting, by the way. Okay. Cheer her on. Obese people are getting more and more used to coming into the gym. That's not, if they are, hold on, let me just say this. If they are, I wouldn't be so shocked to see one at my gym. I want you to know that I'm part of the gym culture. Fat people, yeah. Morbidly obese, no. That is a rare sighting. That's rare. That's really rare. Anyway, I want to tell you this chick got cussed out. Where's she at? She deleted it. That coward. She deleted it. I hate when they do that. I hate this biatch. Said, leave her alone. Say nothing. Who do you think you are? Acknowledging a woman like that. Mind your business. She don't need no encouragement. She has mirrors. Something like that, right? Woo, child. As you can see, I came at her hard. I came at her so hard. What? Okay, that's Forrest mommy flirting with me. She deleted. I didn't know she deleted her. I didn't know she deleted the tweet. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why people think they can come into my replies and say what they want to say to me. What the hell is going on? But yeah, that's her. That's Forrest mommy flirting. So this is what happened. You want to know what happened? This is what happened, right? So I quote tweeted myself and I said this. I saw her going into the locker room and waited 2 minutes before going in there myself to pretend to get something out of my locker. I saw her sitting down and I said, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but the way you were hitting those weights inspired me to work just as hard. Great job. And she smiled and said, oh, thank you. And then she stuck up a conversation. Do you normally come and work out at night? I say, yeah, I'm a night person. I like working out at night. Although working out the day gives you the best results, working out first thing in the morning gives you the best results. And we had a conversation about working out at night versus the day. And then I said, hey, if you need a good gym buddy to work out with. And she said, for real? I said, yeah, I'm here. I said, I normally come. Well, I won't be there today. But I don't think she's going to be there today either because, you know, storm is coming this way. But anyway, so that's what happened. And it ended up I got myself a new gym friend. A new gym friend. So I'm just like, people, I can't stand no, like, man, I don't know what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm saying. if most women were mean like me, you wouldn't have no heifer coming up in the reply. Someone say, if you don't get your ass off my dick on woo! Swear. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to shut it down. We're supposed to have another stream of storm stuff coming this way. So I got to go to my hubby. All right. Breaking news, New York City mayor is indicted on federal charges. What? Do I have me a political? Do I have some political news? Are you giving me some political news?
Fox News has just confirmed Democratic New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted, will face criminal charges. According to the New York Times, the indictment is sealed. It is unclear what charges he will be facing. We'll continue to follow this developing story. And just...
What? They sealed it? Now, who here is shocked? Who here is shocked that this idiot, I gotta hold my slurs here, is indicted? Who here is shocked? Who? Uh-oh. All right, guys. I really didn't want to keep going down the Diddy route, but it looks like I'm going to have to go down the Diddy route. I didn't want to talk about the Diddler because I didn't want people to think it was like a black news place, but I'm going to have to talk about the Diddler. So that is on the menu. Oh my God. Who told me that? What's his name? Love Smith. Mwah! Mwah! Look, put your cheek against the speaker. Love Smith, put your cheek against the speaker. Are you ready? Mwah! Did you feel that? Thank you, Love Smith. Thank you. Look like all roads lead to Diddy now. Yup. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we gonna have to deal with it. Yeah, I know, Reveneer. Everybody's talking about the Diddler, so I was like, I don't want to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting their thing on the Diddler, but when it has to deal with politics, you know I'm gonna have to get up in there, okay? Okay. Now, because listen, if you got him, then de Blasio might be next. De Blasio might be next. Okay. All right, guys. Gotta go. Thank you so much for coming by. Hey, Stormy. Not surprised that Eric, and none of us are surprised. None of us are surprised. None of us. All right, guys. Gotta go. Story is diddling. You guys are funny. See, chat, let me just say this before I go. I chose you. Okay? I chose you. You see how much I love y'all? I cuss y'all out. I yell at you. But guess what? I chose you. Because I love you. I care about you. And I cuss you out because, well, that comes with it. All right. Gotta go.